Please help me to reach 1,000 subscribers. The sound of her palm hitting my face cracked through the room like a dropped plate. For a second, everything froze. Music humming, glasses midair, conversations half-spoken. Then someone laughed. A short, surprised bark of laughter, like they thought it was part of the joke. A few others followed. Nervous, uncomfortable, but still laughter. I tasted blood. My wife stood in front of me, chest rising fast, eyes bright with something that wasn't just anger. It was triumph. Like she'd finally done something she'd rehearsed in her head. "Don't look at me like that," she said loudly. "You embarrassed me." I didn't move, didn't raise my voice, didn't even touch my cheek. That's when the room started to change. But I'm getting ahead of myself. The night had already felt wrong before the slap. I remember that clearly now, the way your body senses the truth before your mind is ready to accept it. It was her company's anniversary party. A rooftop venue downtown. String lights, catered food. Coworkers pretending to be friends because alcohol made it easier. She'd insisted I come, then spent the entire ride scrolling through her phone, angling the screen away from me. "Work stuff," she said when I glanced over. She'd been saying that a lot lately. For months, actually. Missed calls. Late meetings. Her phone always face down, always locked. She used to leave it anywhere on the counter beside the bed. Now it might as well have been an organ she kept guarded inside her body. I told myself I was imagining things. That I was tired. Paranoid. That this was what marriage looked like after 10 years. Less spark, more silence. But silence can be loud when it's hiding something. At the party she barely touched me. Didn't introduce me to people standing right beside us. When someone asked how long we'd been married, she hesitated, just half a second too long before answering. I watched her laugh with her coworkers. Watched her lean in close to one man in particular. Tall. Confident. The kind of guy who spoke with his hands and never checked to see if anyone was listening. I told myself not to stare. Then my phone buzzed. Unknown number. "You should probably leave early tonight." I read it twice. 3 times. My heart didn't race. It sank. Heavy. Certain. I looked up, scanning the room, suddenly aware of how small I felt among all those smiling faces. She was still talking to him. Her hand brushed his arm as she laughed. I didn't confront her. Not yet. I wanted proof. Something solid. Something that wouldn't disappear the moment she denied it. So I waited. And that, I think, is what sealed my fate. The slap happened about 20 minutes later. Someone made a joke about spouses and patience. I smiled weakly. She rolled her eyes, then turned to me and said, loud enough for half the table to hear, "You wouldn't last a week without me." I shrugged. "I don't know. You haven't been around much lately." That was it. Her face hardened. She stepped closer and slapped me. The room reacted before I did. Laughter. Gasps. Someone muttered, "Damn." She expected me to snap back. To yell. To make a scene she could twist into proof that I was the problem. Instead, I reached into my pocket. That's when the laughter started to die. I pulled out my phone, unlocked it, and calmly said, "You're right. I embarrassed you. That wasn't my intention." Her eyes narrowed. Confused. "I just thought," I continued, my voice steady, "that if everyone already thinks this is a joke, we might as well tell the whole one." I tapped the screen and handed the phone to the woman sitting closest to us. On it was a screenshot. Then another. And another. Text messages. Explicit. Familiar pet names she hadn't used on me in years. Hotel confirmations. A thread that went back 6 months. The woman's smile vanished. She passed the phone to the next person. And the next. My wife's face drained of color. "Stop," she hissed. "Give that back." I didn't. "I got that message tonight," I said, finally meeting her eyes. "From your, what did you call him? A project partner?" A murmur rolled through the table. "He thought I deserved to know," I added. Guess guilt finally caught up with him. That wasn't entirely true. I'd found the messages 2 weeks earlier accidentally, when her phone connected to the car Bluetooth and displayed the preview. I'd spent nights staring at the ceiling, wondering how to survive the knowledge without destroying myself. Tonight I chose myself. "You went through my phone?" she snapped. I nodded. "After you went through our marriage." Silence. No laughter now. Just the hum of the city below us and the soft clink of someone setting down a glass. She opened her mouth, closed it, tried again. It didn't mean anything, she said too quickly. It was just lonely. I offered. Exciting? Convenient. Her eyes filled with tears, and for a split second I almost broke. I saw the woman I married. The one who cried during commercials and slept with her feet cold against mine. But then I remembered every night she'd turned away. Every excuse. Every lie. I loved you, I said quietly. That didn't stop you. She looked around, realizing she'd lost the room. Lost control of the story. I picked up my jacket. I'm leaving, I said. You can explain whatever you want. Or nothing at all. As I walked away, I heard someone say my name. Another person called her out. Asked how long it had been going on. The sound faded behind me. The elevator ride down felt endless. My cheek throbbed. My chest ached in a way that felt permanent. Outside, the night air was cool. Grounding. I sat in my car and didn't start it right away. I thought about the life I believed in. The future I planned around someone who wasn't there anymore. And I realized something painful and freeing at the same time. Being slapped hurt. Being betrayed hurt more. But staying silent would have destroyed me. So I drove home. Alone. Heartbroken. But finally standing up straight. And that was the moment everything began again.